Hey, welcome back to training. Let's quickly cover the 4 weapon safety rules as usual before we get started. The first weapon safety rule: treat every weapon as if it is loaded even when you know that it's not. The second weapon safety rule is never point your weapon at anything you aren't willing to destroy. The third weapon safety rule: keep your fingers straight and off the trigger until you're up on target and ready to fire. And the fourth rule is know your target and what lies beyond. All right, now let's clear out our pistol to ensure we are not training with a loaded gun. First, if you have manual safety, put your safety on, then remove the magazine, lock your slide to the rear, and conduct your 3-point check of your chamber, magazine well, and slide face. Make sure all 3 areas are clear of any bullets. Send your slide home, and now we know we're working with a completely cleared out pistol. If for any reason you are not able to ensure that your pistol is completely clear, do not continue training with this video. All right, today's lesson only has 2 segments. We're going to start by slowly reviewing grip, sight alignment, and trigger control. This is the last time we're really going to break down these concepts. And then we're going to finish the video practicing our real-world situations so we can be mentally prepared if we ever have to use our pistols to defend ourselves. Let's get to work. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hopefully by now you feel pretty comfortable with these concepts, but I really want to just take some time because we're not going to do this again for the rest of the course. Really just focus on the fundamentals, because the fundamentals, again, I've reiterated this and beaten this to a pulp, but this is what you're going to fall back on if you ever have to use this pistol to defend yourself or someone that you care about. So let's think about picking up our pistol, pulling it into our hands, good grip, right? High firm grip, high middle finger on the trigger guard, finger straighten off the trigger, thumb out of the way, index finger to the trigger guard, maximum contact, make sure your thumb is good, to your chest, and then punch out. Equal height, equal light, or red dot just right on your target. Center mass, smooth, steady trigger pull. Once you start, don't stop. Vice grip down with that support hand. So let's just do this quite a few times. We're going to practice our real world situation in about 5 minutes. So let's just practice picking up the pistol over and over again multiple times, because this is what we have to do. And start slow, and then maybe just slowly speed up throughout the process. But really start the beginning by focusing on the concepts. And once you get out there, you don't have to pull the trigger right away. Think about your fundamentals. Is everything, once you punch out, does everything feel good? Mine felt great. Remember those slightly bent arms? I haven't mentioned that in a couple videos. So you don't want your arms like way back in here, right? You don't want them completely locked either, because remember, those are your shock absorbers. So all the way out, slightly bent, and that way once that pistol recoils, you come up, you come right back down. Then you can take that follow-up shot. Remember to move around as you aim at different targets, right? Move your feet, front foot towards your target. You want that good natural point of aim. Now that we're getting a little bit more advanced, one of the concepts that you need to kind of carry forward into the future is you can obviously be a little bit sloppier with closer targets, right? That's why we practice point shooting, because you don't need to be in this tiny little box, right? We practice being in this tiny box so that under pressure we can be in a big box. So when it comes to practicing your trigger pull, when you go to the range, you can be a little bit sloppier with closer targets. Kind of find out what your, I don't know, your distance is, that your effective distance, right? With different trigger pulls. So if you're at 20 feet, you have to be a lot more cautious than 10. Or, you know, if you get out to 15, is that where you start to, you know, need a little bit more time? Or can you push it out to 30? Right? These are the types of things you have to learn, and that's why going to the range is really important eventually, because you do have to test these skills and really understand, okay, what are my skill sets? What are my limitations? So if I ever get into a situation, you know what you can and can't do, because you're responsible for every round that you shoot, you know, in a defensive situation. So you want to make sure that when you're in that if you're ever in that situation, you can say, or quickly think, hopefully, all right, I've done this before. I know I'm effective at this distance, whatever it is. It's just your job as a shooter and a responsible pistol owner to know your limitations. Know your skill sets, but know your limitations. You don't just take crazy shots, right? All right, hopefully you're starting to speed up a little bit. Then we're going to get into our defensive shooting situations. All right. Oh, and maybe sometimes, I don't know, I feel like people might be wondering why I have a bunch of armbands. And the reason why is because one of them was from a Murph that I did in memory of somebody that I love, which is just like a workout. And the other two were gifts from my daughters. One was from her first day of school, the green one with the dinosaur right there. And then the other one was a Christmas one, so she got them both from school, and then she gave them to me. So she gave me the green one on the first day of 3-year-old pre-K, and then she gave me the other one right before Christmas break when she was in 3-year-old pre-K, and she's in 4-year-old pre-K now. But she said, never take them off, okay? And I said, I'll never take them off unless they break. And that was going on a year ago. So that's why I wear these, because I told my daughter I wouldn't take them off, so I'm not taking them off. So that's why I have little dinosaur bracelets on my arm. Because I have a 4-year-old daughter. And if you've ever had a 4-year-old daughter, you don't break promises to your 4-year-old daughter. All right, let's do this for a couple more seconds. Do 2 more reps. One more. Let's do one more. One more good one. All right. That's the last time we're really going to break down those concepts. So let's move on to our real world situation and practice getting in that mindset so we're prepared. All right, so this is the same drill as last time. We're going to do a quick workout. You can do whatever you want to do. And then pick out a target while we're kind of working out. And then we're going to stop. Right before we stop, I'm going to kind of try to get you into that headspace of someone breaking into your house. And then 3, 2, 1, we're going to stop. 3, 2, 1, pick up your pistol. Shoot your target as fast as you can. We're point shooting on this, right? Because in the moment, we're not going to be using our sight. So point shoot, pull the trigger, and then freeze, and then confirm where you were. Kind of feel your grip, your stance, right? We're not going for sight alignment, but kind of focus on all your fundamentals. How was it right when you shot? And then really focus on that. Okay, so let's start working out. If you want to get super motivated, you could do burpees. I bet you like 1% of the people that do this course would choose burpees. No one would choose burpees. Not unless you're insane. Or you're really fit and you really just like the pain. Okay, a couple things I want to mention while we're just sitting here working out is some good things to think about when it comes to home defense. One, you've probably noticed I have a flashlight on my pistol, good for target acquisition and identification. So think about putting a flashlight on your pistol. All right, let's get into the mindset. I got a couple more tips though. All right, now start really thinking about, like, maybe you can close your eyes. Think about someone's breaking your house. The whole reason you got your pistol was so that you can defend yourself and whoever lives with you or around you. And this is a serious responsibility. Someone starts banging, someone breaks into the house, you're the only person that can protect them. Pick out your target. Where's your target? That's the person trying to harm you. Pick it out, imagine it, ski mask, and stop. 3, 2, 1, go. Not the best rep for me. It was decent, would have been effective. Wasn't the best rep. So my grip was good, stance was good, felt good, looked at my sights. Wasn't exactly where I really wanted it to be. So let's just jump right into it. Again, got my cross coming out. Another thing to think about is, you should really have an idea of the defensive kind of setup in your house. For example, I have like a long hallway, and me and the kids are at the end of a big hallway. And so if someone were to ever break into my house, I wouldn't go seek them out, right? One thing you have to think about is, if you have kids downstairs and you're upstairs and there's an intruder, obviously you have to go get your kids. But if, for example, you're at the end of a long hallway, right, and they have to come to you, maybe it would be best to just go grab your kids and isolate, kind of lock down in a room where you can easily defend. And that way, if they want to take their TV or take your TV, then let them take the TV, right? It's not worth dying over. So don't go and run to your death. So something to think about. And you should have a good defensive strategy in place in your house about what's the most practical place someone would try to break in. The most common place is the front door, statistically speaking. So something to think about. All right, let's get back into that mindset. All right, that person wants to, you have no idea what their intentions are, but they just broke in. You have no idea who it is. Everyone you care about, everyone that you love, maybe it's just yourself, but you sure as heck love yourself. Your life depends on what you do right now. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Oh, that was way better. Good fundamentals. Stance was solid. Maybe you had a bad rep. That's totally cool. That's why we're practicing. But if you had a good one, get stoked because you just saved your life. All right, let's jump right back into it. Another thing to think about is, if someone were to break in your house and you'd have to, what's the most likely direction they would come from? Where would you have to go? And think about where you could hide, not only like from them, but if you had to, kind of conceal yourself. Right? There's a difference between cover and concealment. Concealment is just something you could hide behind, right? So that might be like, a flimsy door or something. But cover can actually provide protection from, potentially incoming bullets. So think about, is there a strong wall, or do you have strong doors? Try to hide behind like a wall that is, like corners of walls are usually reinforced with 2x4s. So hiding behind corners of walls is a good place to think about hiding. So you should just think about these things because, you own a pistol. I'm not saying you have to spend like all day. Some people like go all out, and it's not bad to, but you can just think about like some basic concepts, right? Where is someone likely to attack? How can I defend? And then where can I not shoot? Because my room is directly across from my kids' room. So if someone came all the way down the hallway, I wouldn't be able to just shoot out my bedroom door because I'd be shooting right into my daughter's bedroom. So another thing to think about, know where you can't shoot in that situation. All right, back into the mindset. All right, stop working out for a second. Really just focus on the mindset. Like close your eyes and think about your heart rate beating. You were just in bed. Someone breaks into your house. You're freaking out. It's the middle of the night. You just woke up. You're in a panic. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is what all the training's for. Open your eyes. Pick out a target, something different than before. Your life depends on what you do in the next 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, smoked him again. That was a great shot. All right, that was pretty quick too. Remember, you want to make sure you have that good solid grip, right? You don't want to just pick it up and then just go, right? Pick it up, solid grip, and go. It takes like a quarter of a second. And, quarter of a second, I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. So, all right, let's do this one more time. One last thing you can think about too is like a medical kit, right? If you don't have like basic medicine in your house, you know, maybe a tourniquet or, you know, some gauze, stay away from like prepackaged kits. Just go online and look up like what do you want in a medical kit and just buy it yourself, because all of the prepackaged ones, it's just a gimmick. I learned that from my brother. He has super good medical training, so just do it yourself. Do a little bit of research and you can make a way better medical kit for far cheaper than the prepackaged stuff. All right, but we don't need a medical kit because we're about to save ourselves and everyone that we love. Stop, think about what's happening right now. Someone's breaking your house. Pick out your target. Think about a ski mask. Somebody's trying to hurt you and your family. Your life depends on your skills right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Started out rough, but I had 3 really solid repetitions, so pretty stoked about that. All right, if you need a little bit more time with this, you want to practice this again, feel free to just rewatch the video. This is a great thing to practice. You can also just practice doing this in your home, like clearing out your house. This is going to be in future training videos, not part of this course, but if you signed up for the monthly training videos, I'll be able to kind of go further into depth and beyond. So if you signed up for that membership, then look forward to that. Until next time, stay safe, live free, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.